Hey everyone, it's Rightplan here from NovaGamer. Today we're doing a video on Loadout. This isn't our first video, so if you want to see the other ones, which is like the first look at it, what we did to level, how to design your weapons and level up your weapons, things like that. We did some previous videos on those, so check those out on our YouTube channel, NovaGamerCrew. As well, this video here, I've been talking about this in our podcast, so if you follow us on a podcast on iTunes or on our YouTube channel, you will know that I talked about a remote controlled RC rocket. I don't know why I said remote control RC. An RC rocket launcher, which stands for remote control. This rocket launcher is super fun. It does take some time to get used to it. It does actually take a bit of skill. It looks like it's the easiest thing in the world, but you have to remember you need to know when to fire, to stay on the move. You also want to make sure that if you are going to stay in one location, that the map gives you some good cover so that people won't find you easily. You really don't want to do too much because people can see where the rockets are coming from and they'll know where to go to. But if you really want to practice this weapon moving and killing things on the move, I'll show you how I made the rocket launcher, and then I'll give you a quick little demo of it, and then we'll do an actual match. So if you look here, I will warn everybody after they see this video and they try it for themselves. If you just recently started the game and you have a low level everything, you probably will not get a lot of one-hit kills with this. You need to level it up, and the only way to do that is to use it. So my rocket launcher, for instance, is rank 13, and I'm rank 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2 of all these upgrades. So I'm not rank 1 in any of them, and some of them I'm working towards getting up to rank 3 because they are able to. But rank 3 for these things are the max for those of you who didn't know. So what I have is I went for full, flat-out, one-shot, huge damage. So you have your standard stock because you don't really care about recoil because you're only firing one bullet and you're controlling that bullet. I got the remote control scope, your advanced heavy because it's the heaviest single shot, and the semi-auto because you're only firing one bullet, so you don't need anything better than a semi-auto, and semi-auto does the most damage. I chose the slug, and this is the super slow. This one here is the impact. Here you got explosive, or sorry, contact, and then explosive. So that's all the upgrades I have here. Some people chose, I wouldn't really change these ones too much at all. I mean, you can change this, but the problem is that if your clusters don't all hit the same target, you're definitely not going to get a one-shot kill. So that's why I chose the one explosion. People also chose Pyro or Telsa for the add-ons. I mean, you really could try health if you want to be like a long-distance snipe healer. I don't know. I don't really see the benefit to that with an RC rocket. Telsa's alright, only if you're attacking a group of people. A single shot on a person's not going to really help out too much. And Pyro, as you can see, does do more damage. So it says it will increase my damage by 17.20, which is true. But what they don't tell you is that that is burn damage. They do say that it catches the enemies on fire, causing them to burn and damaging over time. But they don't tell you that that plus 17.2 damage that you do extra is your burn damage, plus some of your damage that you already were doing with your weapon is converted into burn damage. So you'll never get a one-shot kill if you pick Pyro, unless you get a dead-on shot right to the head and they don't have a shield on or anything, and they're not full health. Then you might get a one-shot kill. But the slug, if they don't have a shield on, even if they're full health, you can pretty much kill them in one shot. So I will show you. Just one second. I'm gonna go into the tech tree just to show you guys that I am leveling up those ones a bit. But where was it? It's down here. Over here, Impact, Shell 3. So as you can see, level 3 is the highest level you can get these two. So for those of you who haven't played the game, for instance, this one here, I'm working on that one because it will up it by 0.75% damage. And same with this one. This one's plus 3% blast radius. I'm trying to level those up, but I need to get more points down here. But once those hit level 3, they'll be at max 2. So you want to try to use the RC rocket the way I have it set up if you're going to do it that way, and stick with it. because the more you stick with it, the faster they will level up, and the faster you'll be able to one-shot kill with this thing. You don't want to change the mode too much because you're not going to level it as quickly, as obviously. So I'll do a quick little test here, and then we'll do a match just to show you really quickly. I can't show you my trick because my trick is I carry 2 rocket launchers, which I'll show you my setup real fast after this. I know we can fire this, and if they're not dead, I can pull up my other rocket launcher real quick and pretty much finish them off. But there's 2 ways you can use this weapon. One is to fire and actually aim, like so. The other way is you can fire and release with the right mouse button, and it'll keep going on its own. That frees you up to run away, so you can fire and run. As you can see, you'll still hit them. Now, you're not going to get as many headshots that way as if you actually head straight for their head, like so. But the headshots are almost guaranteed one-shot kill every time, as you see. But that's how this weapon works. It's a little more difficult to hit a moving target, but you can do that like so. They're just a lot harder to get the one-shot kill because you have to aim right for the head. But it's not hard to hit them. And most of the time, people that you're fighting in the game don't have perfect health 24/7. But as you can see, it's not that hard to take out a moving target with these. So, let's start a match. Oh, I got right into one. So I didn't show you my loadout, but basically my loadout is just the Telsa grenades, this weapon, and my Boom Toys rocket launcher as my secondary weapon. If you haven't seen me create that, I do have a video, I believe it's the video right before this one, of me using that weapon and showing you how to create that one. It's a heavy damaging Telsa rocket launcher. I'm not a big fan of the pyro ones because they do do a lot more damage in the long run, but people have a high chance of staying alive if they can heal through it.
6, 5, 4,
Jackhammer, perfect. It's a perfect one to show this weapon with.
1.
I got one. The reason why this one is so good for the remote control one is this is perfect for taking out their flag runners or hammer runners. Watch and learn.
The enemy has stolen the hammer. The enemy has dropped the hammer. Your hammer
managed to get him down to half health before he got to our hammer. So you see, it's really good at protecting the hammer. I just took out his shield and took him down to half health, so when he got up to there, they pretty much finished him off really easily. Plus, so you can stand back and guard the base. It's really good for that. I need to heal. Not gonna die to the burn this time.
The enemy has dropped the hammer.
Ah, he died before I hit him.
You have returned the hammer.
That's the only problem with it, is if you have people that are somewhat decent at playing, they will shoot your rocket out of the air. Ah, why did I do that? Anyways, you can see I still took him out in one shot. It has been about 3 weeks since I played this because I've been doing the Mighty Quest for Epic Loot videos, but you get the general idea of how good this thing is at killing. I'll definitely probably get more into the swing of it here as we go on. Everybody's taking that way. I'm gonna go this way. Actually, I can probably flank them. Oh, they got somebody in there super healing them. They have nobody guarding their flag.
You have taken the hammer.
And they're not even chasing me. It's like the easiest flag run ever. Or hammer run, I should say. So I use the same flag.
The enemy has stolen the hammer. The enemy, you have returned the hammer.
Hey.
You have successfully captured the hammer.
Boom. So you can see
The
this
enemy
weapon
has stolen the hammer.
is pretty freaking deadly.
The enemy has dropped the hammer.
See, even with his shield on,
You have
one
returned
shot.
the hammer.
It's amazing for hammer run. You can take out their hammer runner so easily. And then you just go get their hammer.
The enemy has stolen the hammer. You have taken the hammer.
Are they gonna come
The
after me at
enemy
all?
has dropped the hammer. Your hammer has been returned.
Okay, I don't see. Oh, somebody's behind me.
Successful hammer kill. Your hammer value has
Really?
increased.
Man, somebody took all the frickin' health pots.
You have successfully captured the hammer.
Boom. Oh, I love this weapon. Now that's one it definitely never kills, is somebody that's jacked up on those freaking vitamins. Or whatever the hell you would call it. But this one... For those people that hide behind that damn rock wall up there, this is amazing. Just fire this. Oh, I forgot to reload. Got him. So there you have it. 10 and 4 so far. 10 and 4. Not bad considering I am playing actually quite terribly compared to what I was playing before I started the Mighty Quest for Epic Loot for 3 weeks. The key is you do not want to stay in one location and just be I can sit here and rocket launcher. No, you actually want to learn to focus, run around. You gotta constantly be on the move, because if you stand still, you will get slaughtered with this weapon. Because it really sucks if, like, close quarters combat, you can kill with this, but that's why I have a secondary rocket launcher for the close combat, because you need to be quick on your feet. But with the right preparation before you fire, you can take them out.
The enemy has stolen the hammer.
Oh, so close.
Your team has dropped the hammer. Your team has taken the hammer. Your team has dropped. The opposing team's hammer has been returned.
Oh, took out their healer. Where's the hammer?
The enemy has dropped the hammer. The enemy has stolen the hammer. The enemy has captured the hammer.
Seriously, where was the whole team for that? Not bad, we're still winning. But as you can see by the kill-death ratio to everything else, this weapon, when
Your
used
team has
properly,
taken the hammer.
is amazing.
The opposing team's hammer has been returned.
I think this has to be my favorite weapon in the game. attacking something right here?
Your team has taken the hammer.
Oh. We took him up pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, see? How come none of them are spawning? Isn't this their spawn point?
Your team has captured the hammer. The enemy has stolen the hammer.
Oh, I almost killed him. Oh, I got the assist.
Your team has taken the hammer.
So, I try not to take the hammer because then I can't use it. Because this weapon is way better being an assistant like that. That there was prime example as to how you have to learn to use this weapon while you're running. Because sometimes you forget to switch to the other rocket launcher and you need to be quick on your feet like that.
The enemy has
Took me a long time with this weapon to perfect that.
Your team has captured the hammer.
Where did he go? Got him.
Team has taken the hammer.
I don't know why I did that. Should have just fired an RC one. But at least we kept them occupied while somebody took their hammer.
Your team has dropped the hammer. The
Cool thing
opposing
about
team's
when
hammer has
people
been
are
returned.
that adamant is you can easily just flank them. Or you can get sniped in the head. So, as you can see by the kill count, that this weapon works really, really well. Our score, I've killed like all of those. I've killed almost all of their hammer runners. So it helps out dramatically, but the downfall to this weapon is that while you're firing it, people can attack you and you can't see dick off. Ah, I thought I got him with that. So close.
Your team has
So close.
The enemy has dropped the hammer. Your hammer has been returned.
Now, I'm not going to do it for a long time, but I'll show you guys. I gotta go up the other way. I'll show you one place in this level you can go, and 9 times out of 10, they don't notice you that well. You'll get quite a few kill counts here, but the problem is, it's not really beneficial in things like team deathmatch and stuff like that. Ah, crap. Anyways, where I just was there, if anybody saw where I ran to, that you can hide in that shadow point there, and you can fire the rocket under you, behind you, through the passageways, and straight ahead. And it's the perfect place in the dead center of the map to get your rockets to different places quickly to assist your team. It works really, really well, but the moment they see you there once, they will check there every time they run by. So just remember that, and that's why with this gun, the moment you're found out where you're to, you need to move and find a new location. I can't stress that enough. But there you have it. So I finished, I think it was 16 and 7 or something like that at the end. So as you can see, it's quite good. The last match I played practicing before I did this one was 18 kills to 8 deaths. So pretty much around there. When I was using this weapon for like weeks on end, I was getting like I think I was up to like 25 to 5 deaths. It was pretty good. But anyways, Highly recommend this weapon. It's pretty awesome. It's super, super fun, so give it a shot. We are going to have some Strata the Avatar videos coming up shortly. They're going to have their pre-alpha release 4 coming out on the 27th of March this month. And I'm going to try my best to see if I can get another Mighty Quest for Epic Loot video out before that, because we are now level 30, so I can show you guys the end game. But anyways, let us know what you think of this weapon below. Let me know any other weapons that you have or the changes that you think you should make. Subscribe above to see our future videos that we have coming out soon. And we also have our podcast that we release. Try to do it on a weekly basis or bi-weekly basis now. So yeah, if there's anything else you want to see from us here at NovaGamer, let us know again in the comments below. And as always, happy gaming.